Having stable housing policies, presence of political will, and proper implementation of sustainable housing policies are some of the things that are quite fundamental to the attainment of affordable housing goals in any nation. Can we say we are doing it right in Nigeria when it comes to affordable housing? Of course, advocating for housing for the low-income earner is our priority on this program. Today, we will bring you the views of some Nigerian workers as they speak on their affordability power when it comes to housing. It's nice having you join me once again on Housing Development Program today. My name is Nomso Thelma, and this week I will be updating you with lots of information and happenings in the housing sector. Let's take a look at the major news headlines for the week.
Nigerian Mortgage Refinance Company (PLC) has signed an agreement with the Kaduna State Government and the FHA Mortgage Bank to create a novel mortgage blended initiative aimed at mortgage creation and refinancing at single digits with an initial mortgage interest blended rate investment of 3 billion naira. The event, which took place at the Kaduna State Government House on Thursday, is part of ongoing drive to create an enabling environment for affordable housing development and mortgage creation in Nigeria. Governor Nasiru El-Rufai, after signing the agreement, appreciated the participating institution for agreement to work with Kaduna State Government in establishing the blended rate program. On his part, the Managing Director of NMRC, Mr. Kehinde Ogundimu, commended the governor and noted that Kaduna State is at the forefront of housing finance transformation and a model state in terms of ease of doing business and mortgage friendliness. The President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, has canvassed for the application of local content in all the engineering projects undertaken in the country. He stated this in Abuja at a book launch on engineering and sustainable rural development in Nigeria, which was authored by Engineer Ahmed Amshi. Lawan, according to a statement by his special advisor on media and publicity, Ola Awoniyi, also made a strong case for rural dwellers. Lawan promised to take up the issue of local content at the Senate as a good ambassador of the engineering profession. He noted that Nigerians have always given a good account of themselves anywhere in the world and in all fields of endeavor. In a bid to enhance the process of housing delivery in the country, Family Homes Funds on Monday paid a courtesy call to the nation's leading building research institutes, Nigerian Building and Road Research Institute in Abuja, to explore opportunities for working with them. Speaking with Housing Development, the MD CEO, Family Homes Funds, Femi Adewale, says knowledge is a critical part of ensuring change in housing delivery, hence the need to partner with the nation's leading building research institutes. For his part, the acting DG CEO, Nigerian Building and Road Research Institute, Samson Duna, expressed delight about the meeting, saying both parties will identify areas of common interest and forge ahead from there. Both parties have agreed to work together as a bilateral team has been set up to explore concrete areas for collaboration with concrete results. The committee will report back in a month.
Welcome back. Those were major news headlines for the week. For more, you can visit www.africanhousingnews.com. Now let's hear what some Nigerian workers have to say about housing affordability.
It will be very difficult based on my current or present income to afford a house, especially when we are talking about decent house, and more so for some, for those of us that live in Abuja, because the salary is not enough going by the cost of living in the country at the moment.
With my present income, I cannot afford to own a home where I desire to have one. I think the government, in all sincerity, should be able to go into a mass housing, project for civil servants to be able to own houses, in the sense that over a long period of time, you'll be able to offset whatever the cost is by way of, housing loans and the possibility of mortgage.
On my present income, I will not be able to pay for a house. The government have to look into the current mixed salary they are paying civil servants and look towards upgrading it. Secondly, the government could build for houses at subsidized rate and give them to civil servants to pay instrumentally.
As at today, 60% of civil servants, they don't have land, not out of house, because of the little amount of payments or salary. So our salary is so poor, so that we cannot afford. Formerly, there was a housing scheme. This is a federal housing, which is established for the civil servants. But as at today, it's not working. I applied, but as at almost 4 years ago, as an I'm not cover. There are some people they gave them halfway. The second payment was not paid. To complete the house was not paid. So the way I saw it, it's not working well. Assuming it's working well, it's something that we can benefit from it. There's a one they call fish. Fish, we pay money, as of now, nothing comes of it. So all those things, we don't understand the way they are doing it.
From all indication, most of the houses being built are not within the affordability of those who really need them, the average Nigerian worker. It's about time that we begin to consider the issue of affordability for those who really need the houses.
One of the most prominent features of your house is your roof. Your roof will tell how old your building is. At Plus World, we pride ourselves in having the expertise and products to bring your roof back to life. While other roofing companies suggest removing the roof, we restore the roof with warranty assurance. Let Plus World Roofing recoat your old and fading roofs and make your roofs brand new. Our products are eco-friendly and completely harmless to human and the environment. We offer services that will sustain your roof's integrity and by extension, your property value. This includes roof repairs and maintenance for residential, commercial, and industrial properties. Our roof restoration solution saves you up to 70% the cost of replacing your roof. Contact Plus World Roofing today. Plus World Roofing. Why re-roof when you can restore?
I'm Leilani Farha, the UN Special Rapporteur, and I hope you'll keep watching the Housing Development Program.
Moving away from that, the Nigerian Institute of Quantity Surveyors has unveiled its newly built secretariat and a history book about the institute to mark 50 years of existence. Housing Development was there to record the success story. The Nigerian Institute of Quantity Surveyors, NIQS, has unveiled a newly built secretariat and a history book about the institute to mark 50 years of existence. The event, which took place on Saturday at the new building in Mabushi, Abuja, was well attended by top dignitaries, including members of the institute, past presidents, former ministers, and respected industry stakeholders. Speaking to Housing Development at the event, the president of Nigerian Institute of Quantity Surveyors, Quantity Surveyor Bafemi Oluwole Onashile, said that it was a remarkable event because it marked a beginning of a new era for the professional institute.
Today is a remarkable day because we are unveiling our new 5-story secretariat of the Nigerian Institute of Quantity Surveyors in Abuja. It's a project that took 17 months to construct and to get to this level of completion. It's a testimony of the capacity and the prowess of quant surveyors in project delivery.
On the Institute's 50th anniversary, he said that it was very important because of how far they have come over the years.
NIQS is 50 years in existence, and to know that 50 years ago when NIQS was starting, we had barely 20 qualified quant surveyors in Nigeria. Not only Nigerian nationality, but also British nationality. So meaning that Nigerian quant surveyors then were probably less than 15 or 10. 50 years after, we can boast of an institute, which wasn't there before, an institute now with over 10,000 members, out of which 4,000 are corporate qualified members practicing in Nigeria and beyond Nigeria.
Also speaking, the immediate past president of Nigeria Institute of Quantity Surveyors, Quantity Surveyor Mercy Iyote, said that the event is a celebration of legacy and hard work.
NIQS is 50 years this year, and so we are celebrating by leaving a legacy for the younger ones to be able to read about Nigerian Institute of Quantity Surveyors in a book form.
The Nigerian Institute of Quantity Surveyors had previously operated from a rented apartment, which disrupted their activities because of issues with landlords. Mercy Iyote said that was what pushed them to embark on this project and that it was a dream come true. This is a very commendable achievement, especially the 17 months delivery time for a 5-story office building. It is expected that other professional bodies should key into this standard.
My name is Tunde Reis. I'm happy to endorse the Housing Development Program. I encourage you to continue to watch the Housing Development Program.
Congratulations to NIQS. Now, like I always say, everyone loves a good and comfortable shelter, more so when it is affordable. On our Own a Home segment this week, Urban Shelter Limited has some offers for you. Let's hear from a representative.
Currently, we have projects in Abuja, Lagos, and Kaduna. The MENA projects are winding up. The Abuja projects includes the following: the Bellavo residences in Lycan for high-end, the Brick City Estate Kuba for low-end, while the Promenade Estate in Lokogoma for middle-end users. The very unique thing about our products is that we deliver quality products. And this we do anyway by starting from the selection of our contractors. We don't compromise quality. So we tell them right from the beginning that this is what we want to deliver. And they go along with us to deliver quality products. And all our estates have all the needed facilities: good road, water, and electricity. We take them as prime facilities that we should deliver for our clients, which we do. We want to make all of our estates a home worthy of living. So we have all the facilities, including children playground, gyms, and swimming pool in most of these. Some of them even have what we call the smart studios, so that you can even watch your house from your office and make corrections and everything. So smart homes are available now in most of our estates. For instance, your neighbor may call you and say your light is on. Maybe your security light is on. Right there on your phone in your office, you can just pick it and turn it off. The most unique thing is that even when we start construction, we allow you to see our clients to see what we are building for you from the conception, so that you don't. And most of the houses, if you notice, don't have slabs. This we call DPC, but all our projects will have DPC. This concrete slab that forms the foundation of the building, so they are very solid. We have a fairly flexible payment plan. As you know, we are not a mortgage institution, so there's a limit the number of years we can grant to our clients. However, we have made it a point of duty to spread it to about 5 years. And what we mean by 5 years is this pay and stay. 2 years of the construction period, you pay 50% and move in, while you pay the balance of 50% 3 years thereafter, while you're already occupying the house. One thing we want viewers to know about Urban Shelter is that we have the credibility and integrity. When we say we will do it, we definitely will do it. Whatever we say we are going to provide for you, When we are selling our product, we have what we call marketing materials. Whatever is listed in our marketing materials, be assured that that is exactly what we are going to deliver to you. We have our website and we have some numbers that we can give. Our website is www.urbanshelternigeria.com, and our head office is here in the Shippers Plaza, second floor.
You can get a house at Urban Shelter Limited by calling the numbers displayed on your TV screen.
Welcome back, and still on happenings in the housing sector, the Nigerian Mortgage Refinance Company, as part of its corporate social responsibility, has embarked on an initiative targeted at empowering internally displaced persons and victims of human trafficking. Let's get more from this report.
The Nigerian Mortgage Refinance Company has embarked on a corporate social responsibility initiative targeted at empowering internally displaced persons and victims of human trafficking. Speaking at the opening ceremony of the CSR initiative, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, NMRC, Kehinde Ogundimu, says Nigerians need to be empowered to do the right things in order to feed themselves. He says the organization believes in empowering people by providing the right skills for them.
We believe as an organization that Nigerians need to be empowered to do the right things and to be able to feed themselves and contribute to the society. As an organization, we believe in empowering our people by providing the right skills for them. So today we are giving skills to those who are internally displaced and those who have been trafficked in one form or the other, so that they can be reintegrated back into society and begin to contribute to society.
He further says their goal is to partner with Industrial Training Fund and National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons in order to make the process a continuous one and make it broader.
Our goal is to partner with ITF and NATIP to make this a program that will not only be for this year alone, but will continue. We've been doing it for the last 3 years with ITF and on our own for the last 5 years, but we hope now to step it up to the next level with ITF and NATIP and make it even broader.
For his part, the area manager, Industrial Training Fund, Abuja Area Office, describes the event as a very important one, as he says empowering people with skills is a fundamental avenue with which to move the country forward.
This special program is a program that is supposed to give vocational and technical skills to Nigerians. Some of them are victims, like I mentioned, of trafficking, so that they'll be able to add value to their lives. Over time, the problem in Nigeria has been the issue of unemployment, mass unemployment, youth restiveness, issues of insecurity and the rest. But empowering people with skills in this country, whether people from secondary school level or people who are graduates who want to upgrade their skills in various areas, is a fundamental avenue to be able to move the country forward.
NMRC says the program is among the series of initiatives to mark its corporate social responsibility.
My name is Dr. Mrs. Hannatu Adamu Fika. Actually, I'm a great fan of this program. Every week, I stay back and watch AIT to ensure that I listen to what they say, and I want to encourage all Nigerians to watch this program.
Still on the conversation on how low-income earners can own houses, Mr. Ahmed Dangiwa, the MD of FMBN, recently spoke to Housing Development on how the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has liberalized its mortgage plans to accommodate low and medium-income earners. Let's take a look at this. The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has revealed that it has liberalized its mortgage plans to allow easy access to mortgage finance for low and medium-income earners. Speaking at the 3rd Annual National House Fair Summit in Abuja, the Managing Director, Ahmed Dangiwa, says the bank has reduced equity from 30% to just 10% and provided other options for mortgage.
We have liberalized a lot of mortgage plans. One, we have reduced the equity from 30% to just 10%. We have also created other options for mortgage. Those who have their own land, they can come for construction loan, individual construction loan with their own land and develop quantities and the drawings. We can give you a loan to build your own house at your own pace within your own tenure within a period of 6 months or 8 months.
He further says it is important for those in the informal sector to be NHF contributors to be able to access mortgage loans.
The informal sector is integrated. What's important is for them to be NHF contributors. Once you go into any of our branches, you register as NHF contributor, 2.5% of your monthly income, that you are registered into that. We have cooperative societies where they come in a group, in a cooperative society with their members, and they are registered into NHF. Cooperative housing loan is given even to that cooperative society to build the estate for their cooperative members, and the mortgage is created on the completed housing estate.
Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria is established to provide concessionary and affordable mortgages to the low and medium income earners who lack affordability to buy their own homes.
The latest couple in town.
Good day, sir.
How are you? Oh, sit down, sit down, sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Drinks?
No, we're fine, sir.
How was the moon experience?
It was quite an experience.
How about house?
We are renting at the moment, but we intend to save enough to own our own house, right?
Why not avoid all those Shylock landlords and own a house up front? The average income and cost of building houses today in Nigeria, mortgage is the best option. No sweat. I tell you what, that was how I got my first house, and I've never regretted it.
To make good homes, and by implication, a good society, an individual is expected to have an abode from which to take off and return at the end of each day. At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, everyone deserves a home. Come join us at FMBN and let's shelter Nigeria together.
Upon the completion of the 13th Abuja International Housing Show, which held from 23rd to 26 July 2019, participants, speakers, developers and heads of all housing bodies at the event agreed on a number of sustainable and important interventions that will bridge the housing gap in Nigeria. Below are selected 10 out of these resolutions that have been presented to the government and its several housing agencies for implementation. Creating enabling policies around land title documentations, with government playing a larger role in assisting investors and supporting local building industries and materials. Fast-track the passage of foreclosure bill into law to legally resolve default issues in the sector. Also, the review of Land Use Act of 1978, Federal Government Housing Loans Board Bill, the National Housing Fund Scheme Act 1992, Mortgage Banks Act 1989, subsumed in BOFIA, Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria Act 1993, the Trustee Investment Act 1962, the Nigeria Social Insurance Trusts Fund Act 1993, the Insurance Act 2002, the Investment and Security Act 1999, the Federal Housing Authority Act 1990, Securitization Bill, amongst many others. Advance the ongoing partnership between Mortgage Banking Association of Nigeria and the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, with regards to the underwriting standards which can increase housing and mortgage affordability for the masses. The adoption of high-impact training that supports research and data generation by major stakeholders within the industry. Building the right skill ecosystem through job-driven training programs spearheaded by private sector industry participation for adoption of trainees. Institutionalization of collaborations and partnerships between large-scale industry players to enhance mass housing provision and affordability. Creating standard database in African countries, especially in Nigeria, that can be universally accepted to collate data, identify data gaps, integrate, optimize and expand knowledge set to meet current demands. policy creation, adoption and financing of sustainable buildings that utilize green approach in construction, which integrates topography into development. To set up an institution such as a National Housing Council to be the focal point for housing research, policy development and implementation, development of suitable housing economic models that fit into local context and monitoring of the housing sector. To resolve the challenges of affordability mismatch resulting in unsold and unoccupied developed houses, especially in our major cities, there is an urgent need for a paradigm shift from market-driven pricing system to end-user-driven pricing to ensure houses are provided for those who need and could afford them. For want of time, this is where we say goodbye today. Thank you for staying with us so far on the program. If you just tuned in, not to worry. You can get all you missed by subscribing to our YouTube channel at Housing TV Africa to get details and more. Now, please don't hesitate to follow us on our social media pages on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram at Housing Program. For advert placement or sponsorship, you can send a WhatsApp message to the number on your screen, or you can send us a mail via housingdevelopmentprogram@gmail.com. I'll see you next week. My name is Nomso Thoma. Bye-bye.